kids, welcome to today's lesson. Today our lesson is on speeches, intonation, stress and rhythm. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify intonation patterns in statements, questions and commands, make statements, ask questions and give commands using different intonation patterns. Identify the correct point of pauses in different sentences and identify and describe appropriately the rhythm in poems listened to. Are you ready? Let's begin! Intonation is the rise and fall of a voice when speaking. Intonation is used to communicate our intentions and emotions, and it is used in spoken language to replace punctuation. Intonation is more about how we say the thing we say rather than what we're actually saying. There are three basic intonations: rising intonation, falling intonation, rise-fall intonation. Does anyone know what falling intonation is? Well, falling intonation is when we lower our voice at the end of a sentence. This usually happens when making assertive statement. It usually communicates certainty and conviction. I don't understand. Let's say together. I don't understand. Good job! Now, does anyone know what rising intonation is? The rising intonation, on the other hand, is when we raise the pitch or volume of our voice when speaking. It usually occurs at the end of a sentence. We use this kind of intonation in questions that are answered with yes or no. They are called yes or no questions. For example, I was in my room. Let's try together. I was in my room. The last intonation pattern is a rise-fall tone. This tone describes the rise and fall of the voice when speaking. We use the rise-fall intonation at the end of statements when we want to say that we're not sure or when we may have more to add. We use it with questions. Does anyone know the answer? Let's try it again. Does anyone know the answer? Good job, everyone. Now that we know all the types of intonation, let's listen to this poem by... Intonation performs different functions in the English language and in other languages too. It can help you express confusion, sarcasm, excitement, and a host of other feelings. Next, we'll learn about stress and rhythm, so we can identify the correct point of pauses in different sentences. Identify and describe appropriately the rhythm to enable us gain more clarity about the message the speaker intends to pass across. Take a minute and listen to this poem.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll arise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I'll rise.
If you notice, there was a point of pause in the poem where the speaker was silent. This is because English is a stress-timed language. As such, most words carry more than one syllable. Stress is the degree of force with which a syllable or word is uttered. Like we have learned in previous lessons, a syllable is a part of a word that contains a sound. The stressed syllable of a word is identified as the loudest and longest. Example, the word expenditure has 4 syllables, and the stressed syllable in expenditure is the syllable in bold, pen. The use of stress in a speech is used to convey certain emotions and emphasize a point, which brings us to our next point, rhythm. The rhythm of a speech refers to the pattern of beats in that speech, which mostly occurs in a song or rhythm, can either be fast or slow. Listen to this poem again and tell me what you think of the poem and what kind of message the speaker is passing across with the rhythm of the speech.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll arise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I rise.
What are your thoughts? The poem is Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. And the rhythm stirs up a good feeling and inspires the listener, which is the message she is trying to pass across. The poem is about hope and self-acceptance. Kids, with that we've come to the end of today's lesson. Today, we learned how intonation, stress, and rhythm is used to communicate our intention and emotions. It is used in spoken language to replace punctuation. Now, it's assessment time. See you in the next lesson.